Come join me for a tour of my Cottage Witch playthrough. This world is centered around a mod pack put together by Hey Katu. It's a wonderful balance of new things to explore, fun things to craft, and of course, a couple of magic systems to lean into for witchy goodness. As it says on their page, it intends to mostly preserve the vanilla progression, augmenting it with balanced items and new mechanics. This is a world that I played on for most of fall last year. I ended up stopping because things were starting to get laggy at my home base, and it killed my motivation. But I wanted to share with you the fun area that I had created. We'll start at the town center. Is there anything more cozy than a cool evening with fairy lights? It just makes me want to bundle up with a hot cup of tea and chit chat around the fire. You can see that there's a fall vibe throughout. When I started building, the ground was actually full grass, and I manually swapped it out for podsol to fit the vibe better, as I got a clearer idea of what I wanted the space to look like. The first building we see is the Potion Center. This mod pack includes Ars Nouveau, which is the main spells that I invested in and is what is creating the lights in the potion. The shop owner has a number of ingredients out and at the ready for bulk production. At the top, we can see a spooky specter creating potions for us through the window. On the way to the next building, we have the Amethyst Cave. Originally, this was a hole in the ground to house my amethyst golem, but I wanted to give him a proper home. I hope this little guy appreciates the colorful area that I made for him. Next, we have the starter home. This was the humble abode where I initially set up shop. Instead of carting off into another direction, I decided to build a town around it and keep it as a warehouse for making tools and upgrades. And we, of course, have our critical to dos kept in here for review when we're making our tools. On the lower level, we have a few villager shops and housing. It's not the most spacious housing they could have, but for city life, it sure beats the usual villager prisons that you see. Heading back up, we have our witchy storage tower. Ars Nouveau has a storage system built in to help automate organizing things, and the hub for all of this is centered in this small tower. You can see the little bookworms moving things around to keep things organized. We've also got a librarian and his student who've made their way inside. The mushroom next door is the original Potion Palace. Inside, we have herbs and plants, as well as water, storage, and brewing stands to brew our creations. This is also the home of the librarian and his student that we just met. Here is our seed station. This was built as a home for a new type of villager added to this pack who buys and sells seeds. It's also a fun excuse to place down a large variety of the various fun plant blocks that were added and a home for our companion cube. Before we continue, let's take a short break to appreciate how adorable these elephants are. A bit across the way, we have our large garden farm. Our farmer lives out here with his alchemist husband in a lovely giant pumpkin home. This pack adds a large variety of new foods and meals to craft with them, so a lot of space for farming was crucial. Just outside of town, we have our nether portal as well as an Ars portal. This area is very much more spring centered and matches much closer to the original vibe of the area. I'd like to think that the heat emanating from the nether portal helps sustain this change in biome surrounding it. If we head back into town just past the fountain, we have our bee haven. This mass of blue and yellow is home to dozens of bees. Their hard work keeps the honey waterfall flowing and the greenhouse plants pollinated. We also have a dirty little secret behind closed doors of a more efficient honey farm for more intense honey needs in building. Heading back out, we have our main home. I wanted a cozy space to rest my head at night that incorporated a number of these new blocks that I'd found as I went through my playthrough. I love all of the added kitchen items and the plushies that were added. When I saw that there was a record player, I knew I had to start my wall of records to collect to go with it. This was a super fun mod pack that added a ton of content to Minecraft while still keeping the same feelings of the core progression. While I likely won't be returning to this world, I'm glad to have this video as a memory of all of the exploration and the cute things that I found and crafted as I made this space. I hope this helped inspire you to build something wonderful in your world. A link to the mod pack will be in the description if you're wanting to give this a shot yourself. Thank you for joining me, and goodbye.